Okay, good evening, YouTube. Is it evening? I ask this every time on the stream. It's 5:59, so is that 1 minute till evening? Is 5:59 classed as evening or afternoon? When does afternoon end and evening begin? That is the question on everyone's mind. But hello, welcome to the stream. As the title of this video says, if altcoins don't pump, I quit. I'm out. Also as well, I've got the original Crypto Glasgow merch from 3 years ago. This is a Gem Mint 10 edition. This one could sell for big bucks. An original, unworn. And I must say, I'm feeling rough. The UK is rough. I was in Egypt at the end of the year, and wow, life was good. And at the start of January, I was in Egypt. The sunshine, everything's better. I come home to Glasgow and just ill. And everybody I know is ill as well. It's crazy. Come to the UK and you can just be sick for half the year. It's mad, but it is what it is. That's why we invest in cryptocurrencies, so that we can flee the UK, evacuate the UK. But let's have a look at the prices before we start things off, can hardly even speak because of my throat. That's some what do you call it? That's something to, what do you call it, to the cause. That's proper to the cause. I should be in my bed with a hot chocolate, a hot cocoa, and a Lemsip. I don't touch Lemsip. I don't touch pharmaceutical drugs. No paracetamol. My head's been pounding, but no paracetamol. No pharmaceuticals. The thing with paracetamol or pharmaceuticals, they mask your symptoms, so they're still there. And I know to some people that's enough. Like, if you've got a sore head, it will mask it so that you feel like you don't have a sore head. So I suppose it makes sense that way, but your sore head's still there. Or if you've got a cold and you take cold medicine, your cold will last the exact same time if you did take medicine, if you didn't take medicine. And they admit that on their labels. This doesn't actually fix how you are. It doesn't defeat the cold. So yeah, pharmaceutical drugs are a bit of a scam in my opinion, but a lot of things are scams in my opinion, especially crypto. Anyway, hello. Evening, brother. Oh, Sony Music are in the house. Nice. Are you going to copyright strike me for using music? Is that why you're in here, Sony Music? So evening from stormy Belfast. Get that hoodie and NFT counterpart, mate. I know it is an NFT, bad boy. Evening, Tony. Weather's the same in Pollock. I usually do okay with not getting the cold or whatever this is, the flu or the virus. I don't know. But anyway, prices. Bitcoin doing nothing, Ethereum doing nothing, BNB still trending upwards. That we've mentioned that a few times. Over the past today, over the past week, over the past month. And you'll remember that during this time here, September, October, during this time is when Binance was getting sued. Remember, things will always mark tops of certain coins and things will always mark bottoms of certain coins. So the SEC suing Binance here. In fact, let me double check that, right? Let me double check that I'm not telling lies on stream, or I'm what is it called? Spreading misinformation, right? Let's see. My guess is that Binance was sued here around the 15th of August. The 5th of June? Oh, so there. But what happened? Something would have happened around the bottom. Things mark bottoms. Has anyone else had this flu or cold, whatever it is? Because wow, I am boiling. I am boiling. Is that a symptom of this virus? Have I got the C word? Are you allowed to say COVID now? I think you're allowed to say it. There was a time in history where you weren't actually allowed to say COVID, but we'll say it anyway. But anyway, yeah, this is when the SEC sued Binance. We crashed from there, and then we marked the bottom around August, October time, and it's been up only since then. During these lows, down at $200, yeah, people were calling for very low Binance numbers, like $30 stuff, and it reverses and does the opposite. So yeah, news events tend to mark bottoms or mark tops, reason being to force or make people sell or to make people buy. And it's the same with every asset. And I mention that quite often on streams as well, that if your favourite coin is coming out with the biggest news ever, really huge news, there's a good chance that it's either in a distribution phase or it's topping out, and that's just to bring in as much buyers as possible for exit liquidity. So that's one to watch for. Just remember, on all your favourite coins, keep an eye out, and then when you see big news stories dropping, big partnerships released, just remember that could be a top, because you'll probably want to buy when that good news gets released, but you should probably be selling instead. Not financial advice, of course, Mr. What they call, not HMRC, Mr. FCA. Nothing on this channel is financial advice, Mr. FCA in the UK. Everything is educational purposes only, and we are Dubai. We're Dubai guys, and we are not aiming to anyone in the UK. UK viewers, you must switch off now, immediately, and go watch BBC News or something. Anyway, how's the chat looking tonight? Ewan saying I should have got the booster. You're so right, I should have. If I got the booster, I wouldn't be feeling this way, let's be honest. Evening from a slightly windy Amsterdam. I'll be honest, I could handle being in Amsterdam right now. I could handle that. I could handle any weather in Amsterdam. What a place. What a magnificent place. If anybody in the chat has never been to Amsterdam, I command you to go immediately. Like tomorrow. Stormy here in Dumfries. Good old Dumfries. Evening, Mark. Mark, I've been thinking. I'm sure it's, or hopefully it's you. Was it yourself that was going to invest in Chiles? Was it yourself that was in for a in-person one-to-one consultation? Because if it is the Mark that I think it is, you were going to buy Chiles, and since you bought, basically, it's been up only. Let us know in the comments, Mark, if it was you, or if I'm spreading misinformation again. I should have had my 8 Jags, I know. It's my own fault. It's my own fault for being unwell. Oh, was it Paul? Hello, Paul. No, I was thinking that was the same Paul again there. No, it was Mark. Jesus. A lot of misinformation on here tonight. Thanks, Jack, who's posted the CC Pro link. I always say this, imagine most people are in CC Pro anyway. Oh, nice one. So it was Mark, it was yourself. Did you buy Chiles? Let's have a look at Chiles right now. And is there any Chiles holders in here? Because I'm sure since Mark was into Sears, it's done well. I'm sure you were into Sears here in January, around 7 cents, and it's up to 11 cents now. Did you buy any, Mark? That is the golden question. And any altcoin reviews? We're going to talk about altcoins tonight, because if altcoins don't pump tomorrow, then I'm moving to Amsterdam and I'll never be seen ever again. Wow. It is hot tonight, I tell you that. Yeah, any altcoin requests, let me know down below. Right, perfect. We've got a few requests, so no more requests. Still waiting on Mark letting us know if he did buy Chiles after the 1-1. I did. Brilliant. Nice one. So that's good to know, because you'll be in nice profit on that. Right. Is it a good time to buy Glimmer and MV? I'm going to put this one right back over to yourself, right? So here is the best way to know, is now a good time to buy whatever coin it is. This is what I like to do. So you look at the chart. This is the chart now. Is it a good time to buy Moonbeam? I don't know. Zoom out. Let's see how it looks the past week. Is it a good time to buy now? On the 1 day? I don't know. Is it a good time to buy Moonbeam in the last 7 days? Yeah, it looks pretty low. Is it a good time to buy Moonbeam in the past month? Yeah, it's sitting at the lows. Is it a good time to buy Moonbeam in the last year? No, not really. Is it a good time to buy Moonbeam when we look at it of all time? So before we answer, is now a good time to buy? When is the best time to buy? What is the aim of the game? Buy low, sell high. What is Moonbeam right now? It is low, so I've been buying it. Is it a good time to buy? I don't know. It could crash to zero. I discussed on last night's stream that the reasons why I was buying Moonbeam, so yeah, on this stream here, you need to watch for Glimmer. So on that stream, I went through some information, data, why I was buying Moonbeam now. And it's because there is a lot of development activity going on the Moonbeam blockchain, which is what you want to see when you're buying an altcoin. Is it being used? Is people developing on it? Is there people working on it full time? So there's hundreds of developers working on Moonbeam full time, which is massive. Because to let you know the kind of scale behind that. So let's say, I'm sure there's over, let's say 500. Again, this will just be the stream of misinformation tonight, so I can just say numbers, and it is what it is. I've got COVID, right? So Moonbeam has got over 500 full-time developers working on Moonbeam, developing on it. Then you have the likes of meme coins, who have 0 people developing on it, 0 developers working on it. Even not even meme coins, just random coins, there'll be no developers working on it. I don't want to pick one of them in case, again, it's misinformation, but yeah, not every project has active developers working on it, and Moonbeam has over 500 active developers. It's one of the highest performing blockchains, which is why I'm buying it. But again, I've mentioned this before as well. It doesn't matter in crypto. A coin can be the best thing ever since sliced bread, and it doesn't perform. But a meme coin that does nothing performs. That's just how it goes in crypto. So that's why you should never be too married to one of your own bags, because no matter how good it is, sometimes the price doesn't reflect how good it is. Which is why you should have a diverse portfolio. So it is now a good time to buy Moonbeam. I think it is for me, because I've been buying it. I never bought any until here, October. This is when I've never bought any Moonbeam here. This is 2022. Never bought a single dime. Then in the last year I started buying in October. I think it was like here. In fact, I'll be able to tell you exactly when. And I said this on last night's stream, I wasn't trying to time the absolute bottom for Moonbeam. That wasn't what I was trying to do. 13th of October. So I bought there. That's my first time ever buying Moonbeam. And the last time I bought it was the 18th of Jan. Which is here. So yeah, I've bought this whole way up. But my first buy in October, that was a nice buy. If that is the bottom, that was a really nice buy. But then you zoom out and that's the thing. So if you're trying to time the absolute perfect buy-in spot here, just zoom out and look where you are. Like, does an extra 10 cents, 15 cents, does it really matter in the grand scheme of things when that's the all-time chart? One I like called Gene, that's like an alt like Pokemon game. Gene. I like Genopets. Launched in 2022. Let's have a look at, so this is a request here, let's have a look at the no shit, cancel the Twitter. Building Gene in public, sign up for beta access, move, play, create. In fact, I'd probably better go into the website if I've got a website. A digital pet, I don't know. Again, like it doesn't matter if in crypto that's the sad thing. It doesn't even matter how good it is. This could be the greatest game on earth, but if big money doesn't pump it, big money doesn't pump it, unfortunately. I don't know. There is so, I say this on every stream as well, there is so many projects that are just the exact same, like this style of thing. But yeah, it's how good the marketing is, how many players they can amass. That's the kind of important things, who gets behind it. Is Gene, is that listed anywhere? The token? Oh no, well, it must be listed somewhere because it's been trading for over a year. So it's listed on Bitget, which UK citizens, you are not allowed to use Bitget because they quit the UK because the UK is, I don't know, no comment, because the UK is no comment. Amsterdam is great, but the taxes are not. What's the tax situation in Amsterdam? To be fair though, I wouldn't mind taxes if my city looked like Amsterdam. So yes, the taxes can be high, but it's reinvested into the city the beautiful city, with beautiful, gorgeous architecture that's timeless, hundreds and hundreds of years old, and it's in pristine condition, and it's clean, and everything runs on time, it all works. What a place. Probably, if not the best place in the world, what the top 3 best places in the world. Cities anyway. Or the best, one of the best places in Europe, easily. Would love to hear how altcoins pumping over the next few weeks possibly would feed into the halving and the bigger bull run. Is this altcoin pump just a smaller pump? Let's have a look. So, you say a smaller pump? Yes, I do believe it will be a smaller pump. I don't think it is a full bull market breakout. I just believe it is a retracement the same as Bitcoin. So Bitcoin is up here, 60% retrace. The altcoins are down here, 30%. And actually, I drew this on stream last week when Bitcoin was really high, and it's pretty cool how it's played out so far. So when we were up here, I drew this line saying we could easily just crash down here, then the halving, and then we pump after the halving. And since I drew that line, it's been following it. So I'm just going to keep that line on the chart. It looks messy, but if it does that, it's pretty cool. But it just makes sense, like hit the 618 retrace and then come back down, chill before the halving, then break out. So yeah, how would it play into the grander side of things? So this would be, Bitcoin would be breaking out in say September 2024. So September 2024, and then altcoins would be after that. Which makes sense, Q4 2024 into Q5. Into Q5, this COVID's going to my brain. Into 2025. But yeah, not expecting a full bull market frenzy, just expecting a retrace the same as Bitcoin. So Bitcoin isn't in a crazy bull market, it's just in a retrace. Which let's have a look and see. So here is the previous Bitcoin bull market, right? So let's see. So there we go. Beautiful. So think of Bitcoin right now. So Bitcoin right now is at the 618. So people right now are thinking we're in a bull market. We're not. It's just a retracement off a high. The bull market is still some distance away. So here is it back in 2018, and then 2019 we come up, we pump from $3,000 all the way up to $13,000. So think about it in the same aspect. We dropped all the way to $16,000 and then ran all the way up to $48,000. That's the same thing. Off the high, from the bottom, retrace up, Then what happened after that? We had months before we broke out again. Let's see. I'll give you a time. I'll give you a date. Ooh, ouch. So 490 days. Or if we measure it from the all-time high to the breakout, it was 1,043 days. So let's see where 1,043 days gets us to. So from the high, 1,043 days. Takes us to September 2024. If it's to do something similar to the 2017 bull market. Because, in fact, I think I've got another chart I can show you, so... Q5, the big money maker. So, right, I'll jump into the chat quickly. There's a lot in here. So, yeah, so that was to answer Kieran's question. So it's not a altcoin bull market. It's not a Bitcoin bull market. It's just a retracement. But the beauty of having low expectations, I wouldn't even say low expectations, it's expectations in line with how it always goes. So the good thing about having expectations in line with how it always goes is that I can't expect a bull market until September. So if we pump before September, then that's amazing. If we crash until September, that's fine, because that's what I was expecting. It's better to be pleasantly surprised than to be disappointed. Nice. So, Jack is saying, I bought cast after my 1-to-1 deck and I'm in profit. Nice. I'm glad to hear. Take a look at Compete, another Web3 game. I'm so bullish on it. I'll have a look at that since you're so bullish on it. I pay 40% income tax. There is no capital gains tax. There is a wealth tax. They assume what you make, 6%. They assume you make 6% on all assets every year, and then you pay 35% on what you have at the start of the year plus 6%. If that makes sense. No, mate. My brain is full of coronavirus right now. I can't grasp anything right now. I just need altcoins to pump, and then I'll be fine. I'll be better. Q5 is the big money maker. Exactly. That's the call. That's the new call. Q5 is the money maker. Let's go. But yeah, another. Where is the chart that I was wanting to show? So there's a Bitcoin chart. So this is what I would be expecting for this year, like a long accumulation phase, but we never spent long there at all, which makes me think that we need to come back down in here again and accumulate, because this point here previously is like where we are here in terms of fibs. So what happened after we reached there? We came back down again. What happens after we reach here? Could come back down again. Nobody knows. Let's see how Wall Street decide to pump and dump the market. Let's see. In fact, yeah, so we had a a request for compete because Gilzo was so bullish on it. Compete, let's go. $24 million market cap, pretty low market cap. Last 7 days, last month, last year, all time. Launched in 2022. Chart looks okay. Let's have a look at the website. Let's see, Compete. So Compete is an all-in-one multiplayer game. Let's compete. We are built different. Create your competitor. Lock in your play style and drop some of the best multiplayer game modes of all time. It looks amazing. The game. The thing that I always find with games is they don't actually exist, which is why I liked Genso MV, because it existed and people were playing it. A lot of these new games you see is just like coming soon. But let's have a look further. This could be out because it says gameplay here and it says like in development here, so this does look class. It looks like Grand Theft Auto. Okay, let's see the roadmap. So here is the roadmap for 2024. Optimizations, anti-cheat, new weapons, iOS App Store, PlayStation and Xbox. So can you let me know, is this game out now? Can I go play it immediately? Or is there hoops to jump through? It says here compete early access. Let me ask you this question, and this doesn't mean a difference because I don't play the games either, but you're so bullish on this. Have you played it? Have you downloaded it? Because it looks amazing, but obviously websites can look amazing and there's nothing behind it, but this does look really good, to be honest. And see, if something looks absolutely terrible, I just say it. And this looks decent. It's like someone, well, Connor, the graphics guy for Crypto Glasgow, sent me a crypto on stream in 2021 and it was Opulus. I had to look at the website and I was like, wow, this looks class. But the chart was really high, so, but this looks really good. And the chart's pretty low, the market cap's pretty low. We'll save it. I'll save it. What we thinking, chat, about Compede? To be honest, I'd rather buy it at like 10 cents, to be honest, but yeah, it's on Epic Games Store and Android as well. What's Epic Games Store? No, this looks really good. Low followers as well. We might even reach out to them and learn some more. It's followed by Swissborg as well. No, nice one. Thank you, Gilzo. I like the look of it. looks it looks amazing. That it does. But I'm not a gamer though. I've not got a clue about games, I'll be honest. But it does look good. So thanks for that. Thanks for that request. Just jumping back into the chat room, we've got. Sorry, I missed bits of that. We're looking for a leg up and then chill at those levels, or do the charts suggest a dump again prior to the bull? So, well, yeah, the charts do. What was it you said? The charts do suggest a dump before the bull, and history suggests a dump before the bull. But history also suggests that, in fact, yeah, so we're looking for a retracement in the altcoin market. If the altcoin market is to pump to where Bitcoin is now, that is another more than $500 billion into the altcoin market, which will send up the asset prices a lot. Over $500 billion into the, well, it would be the altcoin market almost doubling in size, in value. So, yes, that's what we are looking for. Let's have a look. We've not checked this chart in a while, the DXY. So, wow, that's crazy. So, this chart, I made this chart way back here, and like 2020, 2021. But look how much it's been respected. This is crazy. So, I drew these arrows. Back in June 2023. I posted it on Twitter, and you can see like the levels have just been respected so much, and it just shows that TA is real. TA is real. I'll show you on this. Try and find when we first initially posted it. So we initially posted it here back in September, and just look how much it's respected those levels. So we posted it here, and then during this whole ride up, this is when crypto had a rough time. So back in September into October, that's when crypto was at its worst point. That's when we seen on the Binance chart earlier, it was at its lowest. So when this is pumping, crypto was at its lowest. Then, since it started dropping from Q4, obviously, look at literally from the 1st of October, it reverses. Imagine that. From Q4, it magically reverses there. And then when it reverses and it starts crashing, that's when crypto's pumping. And then literally from when is this from? Like the ETF, the DXY has been pumping. So if the DXY goes up, crypto goes down. If DXY goes down, crypto goes up. So what we are looking for is for this level to break, because it was pretending like it was going to break before, and then it just reversed straight away. So we want to see it lose this support here. If it loses that support here, asset prices to the moon. And the DXY, for anyone who doesn't know, is the US dollar currency index, and it basically measures the strength of the US dollar. So when the US dollar gets weak, cryptocurrency goes up. When the dollar gets stronger, crypto crashes. Because this year, when the DXY crashed from 2020 to 2021, that was a crypto bull market. In 2017, when 2016 to 2018, when DXY crashed, that was a crypto bull run. So that is what we're looking for. Again, we're looking for another one of these. This is why I mention it a lot on the channel. This is the most important chart you'll look at in crypto. This tells you everything. If this chart is crashing, you're making some money. Which is why crypto is bullish below here. Put that there. And when the DXY was at its high, that is when crypto was at its lowest point. So this is like FTX collapse up here. We don't want to see that. So the DXY, we want it to stop pumping. So stop. And then we want it to come down. Gold has been toying with all-time highs again since gold is just a stable coin, like literally a stable coin. It's been sideways for 1,200 days, but when it breaks out, it will probably save breaking out until like there's a big financial crash or another war or something really big happens. Then gold will break out. But if you look at gold over the this is the like 12-month chart of gold. It's like Bitcoin. It only ever goes up. So that's like the all-time chart for gold back to the 1800s. I don't get how you could get like panic sellers on gold. Who would sell gold? So back in 2013, there's a massive crash in gold, but who would have sold that? In fact, I don't know if Mark's in the stream now, but he mentioned that the British government, if it was probably around about that time, the British government sold all the gold when it crashed. I'm sure it was then. I'm sure it was then. So I'm saying, who would even sell gold? I think it was the British government that sold all the gold then. Clueless. And we wonder why the country's a mess. Because they panic sold their gold. The only true, real, solid, true currency on the planet. A truer currency than Bitcoin. The most hard, real money of all time, in Britain dumped it all. So if you ever think that the people in charge know what they're doing, just remind yourself that they sold all the gold, and then you'll come back to reality and be like, shit, they have no idea what they're doing. But yeah, that's the gold chart. I think there could be a breaker the support post-election dependent on the result. No, I think charts, everything is predetermined anyway. I don't think elections, I don't think they make a difference, to be honest, because everything's all just planned and manipulated anyway. So, and they'll like save it for the election to make that go with like to put a reason behind the price crashing. So they'll save up the election news story. That's what I was saying, that they save up like the Bitcoin ETF, they wait and they save it for a time that they want to do something on the chart. Then they'll time it for then. Then the chart will crash and they'll be like, oh, it was because of this. But it was going to happen anyway. It was all predetermined anyway. Yeah, Mark's saying there that the government sell. And was it then that was the UK sold? Or was it earlier the UK sold? Was it back here the UK sold in the 90s? Or was it here in 2012? Aye, and it's the same as every market. I've mentioned this before. Mark's saying there they manipulate it by saying we've just found 1 trillion ton of new gold. It's the same old stories. Like, I'll never buy into it. See one of the worst ones on gold. Oh, and it just shows that like FUD and FOMO is in every market. So the one for gold, right? So I'll say to you, yeah, people try and manipulate you to sell gold, and you're like, they're never going to do that. Like, gold's gold. You can't tell me anything about gold, but they do. So they put out news stories. You can Google this right now and you'll find 100 news stories before. New space exploration team finds planet with 500 trillion worth of gold and they're set to bring it back to Earth. So when those news stories get published, I don't know who buys into this news story, by the way, because it is insanity. They can't even go to the moon. So what chance have they got going to a planet a trillion miles away and bringing it back? Come on, man. The people are so gullible. It is unbelievable how gullible people are. Yeah, a spaceship is going to go 1 billion miles away and bring back a planet with 1 trillion ounces of gold on it. Grow up, man. Grow up. Who believes this stuff? It is embarrassing. The stories that people create and the stories that people believe are embarrassing. Come on. Like, you could almost throw a stone up at the moon and they can't even get there. And you think they're going to go to a planet and bring it back? And they're going to bring back a planet, or going to dig on that planet and bring back all the gold to increase the gold supply to make gold cheaper? Grow up, man. So if anybody tries to FUD gold and say, yeah, but the supply, there's going to be more supply, just tell them to grow up. Or don't even just say, okay then. That's what, see anybody that says something stupid to me, I don't argue, I just, alright, cool, man, cool. If somebody says to me, yo, Dick, mate, I heard that you really like buying gold. Well, I just seen this on the news the other week there that they found this planet and it's like literally filled with gold to its core. It's like a gold planet. And they're digging on there and they're going to bring it all back and it's going to flood the market with gold, and the price of gold's going to crash. I'll just do that. Oh, is it? Wow, nice, mate. Wow. Oh, that's interesting. Like, I don't. You don't get a reaction out of me. Oh, people are mental. Gold Rush Season 20. Parker and Musk go to space. Exactly. It's mad. But yeah, that just shows that FUD and manipulation is in every market. In fact, let me see if I can pull up an article. Gold found on planet. Oh, wow. Wow, I love it. Look at this. This giant asteroid has gold worth 700 quadrillion, but it won't make us richer. So, rejoice, people of Earth. News outlets are reporting that NASA is planning to visit an asteroid made of gold and other precious metals. At current prices, the minerals contained are said to be worth whatever, enough to give everyone on the planet $93 billion. Okay, now for the bad news. Yes, Psyche, this isn't going to happen. Psyche 16 and other asteroids will probably be mined for their metals. No, they won't. but once those metals start hitting the market in large quantities, they're likely to be not to be precious for much longer. So there you go. They are saying that yes, Psyche 16 and other asteroids will probably be mined for their metals. No, they won't. No, they will not. As any introductory economics student knows, price is a function relative scarcity. Flood the market with gold and it will go from being rarity to being common. Supply goes up, price goes down. There you go, point proven, exactly. Took me under 5 seconds to find this nonsense on Google. But you get people that be like, oh, I always want to buy gold as well, but there's no point because they've just found a planet that's full of gold, so the price of gold's going to come down. My brother, you're mistaken. You are mistaken. They can't even bring back a rock, a coin-sized rock from the moon. They are not going to be... does it say how far away that planet is? Wow. In fact, let's forget that. But that was just to prove something there that, yes, every market is manipulated. Yeah, Mark's saying there they can't even take real food into space. They have to take wee tablets, but they're going to tow some gold planet back with them. Exactly. But that's just to show how markets are manipulated and controlled, and crypto is the exact same as that. But they use different narratives, like Bitcoin is going to be banned, or JP Morgan, for instance, was saying last week that Satoshi's going to come back and he's going to issue more Bitcoin. So that will affect the supply of Bitcoin, which will affect the price. So same stuff, different asset. But my lovely people, that is all for today's stream. Thanks everybody who took the time to tune in. If you aren't subscribed to the channel, I recommend that you subscribe, because we've got lots more live streams, lots more videos as well once I'm fit and healthy again, which is hopefully soon, because it's really annoying now. I've got a lot of videos that I've written but I haven't recorded them yet. I want to be fresh for when I record them. So yes, if you haven't subscribed, there's a subscribe button down below. You can hit that. And if you aren't NCC Pro, but I know that all of you are, because you all have a brain. These streams are filled with people with brains. So, but if you're new and you're not NCC Pro yet, there's a link down below. You can check that out. That's where the community is. The chat room, that's where all the members are. You can join the community at any time. But yeah, that's all from me. Thanks everybody who's tuned in, and I'll see you again very, very soon. Cheers.